I'm late. I was late. I was reading a message somebody just sent me a text, and it was like long. So, oh, Trump talks at 11. Uh, oh man, what up, Racer? What up, Full Port? Just freaking settling in for the day. You got Trump talking at 11. Man, we just broke over. Are they going to run this into the Trump speech? Please tell me not. Please tell me not. It's so fucking choppy because no one knows what he's going to say. I mean, this dude can send it to the moon, or he's just going to send it straight down. I don't think I refreshed this thing. Dude, this thing's just going to take off. I wonder if we're going to run into this is just an eval. I wonder if we run into his speech and then dump during his speech. I mean, I'm this is complete speculation, uh, speculation vibes. I'd like to see it come right back down and then bounce. Yeah, it's considered news. What is it? Red folder news. Let's see. I think it's on Forex Factor as a red folder event. Uh, I've never been to Forex Factory, but let me go to the count. All right, I see it. So today is the 23rd. Yeah, President Trump is considered a red folder event. President Trump speaks, red folder, 11 o'clock. Yo, today's red folder events were like nothing. Like the market didn't even move. This was I mean this was the candle, just this little like 10-point move. Yeah, Brad, it's gonna be I think he's gonna start talking tariffs and we're gonna unload. Unload. I could be completely wrong. Just, telling you what I feel. Feels like my man's about to start unloading some stuff out of his mouth. I'm just looking. So, Take Profit Trader says you can't trade red folder events. So, I didn't get an email from them, but I probably wouldn't risk it either. You know, like I'm probably not going to risk it. I'm debating on something real quick. No, on Take Profit Trader, they don't want you. I think you're talking about My Funded Futures. You have to wait 1 minute, but I don't know if it's like 1 minute after his speech. I'm not exactly sure how it works. It might be like 1 minute after his speech or whatever. It's going to be freaking interesting. What up, Ray? What up? What up? Good morning, Dora. Let me move all this so I can actually read the chat. I just have that feeling he's going to come and vomit on the freaking on it, saying how he's going to tax everybody. We bounced right off the top. Let's just see. I mean, the real entry would have been right here, but let's see if we get that run into the speech and then the dump after. Yeah, that's because they're waiting for the speech, Jawan. Speech comes out in 18 minutes. He starts. Better buckle up. Shit's about to get crazy. That's why we're chopping around. It's just a holding pattern until he gets on the old mic. Man, I have not. I don't know exactly what he's talking about, but you know how he starts off one thing and it just goes over on how he's, it's gonna go one way or the other pretty hard, I would assume. I just feel like uh, I feel like the market's not going to be ready for it. Are we going to bounce again off the orb? Super, super tight. I mean, I already won twice off this, so going back to the well a third time is maybe not good. Maybe too many times to the well. Hold on one second. Yeah. Just scalp it until Trump comes on. I think it's going to be a, you're going to start seeing some barcoding action. We're going to rip it. It's looking good. $15. I'm going to look just to see what, this is what he's talking about. Let me see if I can bring it up. Does it tell me what Trump's talking about? What's Trump? Trump is talking about, oh yeah, at the World Economic Forum. Oh, jeez. Man, that's going to get iffy. That's going to get really iffy. I'm thinking what I want to do. What do I want to do here? I'm thinking about maybe taking one and just having a stop loss. And if we rip, we rip. And if we don't, we don't. But, you know, be okay with it is what it is, you know? I just did. I just took one. I just took one. So I'm just letting you guys know. I'm in one long. And I have my stop at 918. So if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. If it goes, awesome. I'm okay with the risk. I just think that if he comes on and says something, you're probably going to go 100 points up. And if I lose 12 points. Nah, it starts at 11 o'clock. Starts in 13 minutes. I think it's going to be. Oh, I was in the wrong fucking account. Anyways, I'm almost at another payout here. I didn't realize I was in that account actually. Yeah, this account's almost at a payout. I need, what is that, $423, and I'm at a payout. This one's almost at a payout too. This one's at a payout. This account's over today. I got another funded account. I honestly want to, do I think it'll go up? It's going to be real interesting. No, he starts talking in 11 minutes. It's supposed to start. Buckle up for the next 4 years. For the next 4 years, you're going to have some crazy shit, man. I mean, he's just going to do him. It's going to be fucking, it's going to be the show. Look how clean that is, too. What was it? How many points is that? 38? 20 points in bounce. I'm not playing any indicators right now or anything until Trump stops. That's interesting. So you could take profit trader accounts. Welcome to the Thunderdome. Cove, how's it looking in options land? I took a hit today. Because FCX had earnings, and I meant to sell it. I meant to sell this yesterday, and I just fucking forgot because I was doing too many things. I didn't want to hold it through. I don't like holding through earnings really, unless I position. I like to sell, so like I would have turned around and sold options, not held it. I'm not a big holding options, and so this is a stupid mistake by me, actually. But this is what I'm holding. Like these PayPals are down, but like they're January 2027, so I got 2 years for these. I grabbed some QQQ puts 0 day just to protect myself if he fucking comes on here and is like, fuck China, China gonna pay. I just protected myself. So if it turns around and drops fucking 300 points, at least I'm protected. Yo, what up, Sean? My duck race was good. I enjoy doing the duck race. Always have some fun doing them. It's good to give back to you guys. My opening range trade today hit. I don't know if you guys played it, but I made 290.70 in these two accounts, which was freaking awesome. Opening range trade hit today. The trend trade was this trade that hit today. I played a bear flag for this last night. I played a bear flag last night in this. Bear flag in this. I went pretty good. Dude, trading news is a gamble, Ray. Trading news is literally a gamble. You have to just set your stops somewhere, and it is what it is. I just feel like I'm not a big news guy. I mean, I'll play the brackets and stuff, but like that's it. Like I'm not like, oh man, news is coming. Like I'm in long. Like no. Oh. Six minutes. Yo, what up, Ivan? Some trades actually worked out today. I mean, we went from You could have traded the opening range, which would have been getting in here for the bounce. Retracement bounce. Couple good trades. Just a lot of chop with Trump coming on in 6 minutes. I blew way too many evals at the beginning of my journey. Yeah, Brad, you ain't kidding. You ain't kidding, man. I've blown a lot. I've blown a lot doing stupid stuff. Five minutes to the Trumper comes on. Woo, baby. I mean, watch it just freaking, watch you just get a massive red candle. Yo, what up, Jack? George, you blow a lot. What's your asking price? Oh, jeez. Yo, behind Wendy's, man. Come on. I just want him to come on and start fucking talking already so we can see what's going on. Anybody know how long the speech is going to be? I should have looked at that. How long is Trump's speech today? It's probably what, half hour, you think? 20 minutes? Go 5 cons short. Walter, I'm trying. I just got one account that I care about. This one account I got to pick back up. I'm just yeah, I played the opening range. That's these two accounts that you see I copy traded was the opening range trade. About $300 in each. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Trump is set to address WEF as tariffs and trades dominate discussions. Bro, this dude's going to be talking. This guy's going to be talking all types of shit, man. What up, Alex? Watch this. This is just in case we get a big fucking algo candle down. I make some money. Yo, if Trump trips on the way to the thing and it just algos down, I'll catch it. I do think, though, I have a stop loss right here at like 18, I think I said. I'm long. And, you know, because I do like the setup here. But, geez, if he comes on just talking, spitting venom out of his mouth about fucking tariffs. One minute, he's going to come out and say, fuck, dude, pretty much. Dude, I just remember back in 2016 to 2020, man, like you never knew what he was going to say, man. There was a period of time that him and China were going back and forth, and it was freaking nuts. What, half baked? Abracadabra. Abracadabra. Yo, do I know that movie? I've seen that movie so many times, man. Good old Wesley Pipes. So you contacted Take Profit Trader and they said that you can't trade the news right now. You got to wait till Trump's done. Is that the deal, or we could trade Trump? I just feel like we're going one way or another. Yeah, because Trump's talking right now. He's getting ready to talk. Oh, you can? Market, don't go sideways because I need cash now. You could trade Trump news. Oh, baby. Um, I'm just I'm bringing it up just to see when he comes on to the podium. Yeah, Mara. I'm waiting for the craziness as well. So I have it up on my other monitor, and I'm just waiting for him to come on. It's I'm just looking at the Washington Post, but man, when he comes on, it's not technically news. I mean, I guess that's why, or I guess because it would be so extended amount of time. Oh, is this gonna rock it? Are we gonna rock it? Yo, I just sold it, by the way. I just sold. I was long and I just got out because I was up $300, so I'm out. I just feel like that could be the rip before the dump. That could have been the rip before Donald comes out. So we'll see what happens right here. He's not on, no one's on stage yet. It seems like there's at least five chairs that are empty on the stage. So the only thing that matters is him on there. I'm just playing this trend. Just scalping for the trend. Yo, what up, Jay Styles? Waiting for Trump to come out. Trump train. They're just preparing. Yo, all I'm going to say is he's got to come up to the podium and just be like,
we're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore.
He comes out and starts a speech like that, it's over. We're going to the moon. All right, everybody's on stage but Trump. I don't actually know what these guys look like, to be honest with you. Oh, Trump's on. He's not there. They patched him in.
What great honor and pleasure to welcome you back to the Davos community. Just 4 days into your new mandate, we highly appreciate your presence with us today. We wish you all the best as you take on your critical work ahead. The global challenges we face today are...
He's just lighting it up to start. Every drink every time he says treated unfairly. Bro. Let's see what happens. They're not going to keep him on the screen that long. Oh, he's going to start talking. Here we go.
Well, thank you very much, Klaus, and hello to everyone in beautiful Davos. This has been a truly historic week in the United States. 3 days ago, I took the oath of office, and we began the golden age of America. The recent presidential election was won by millions of votes, and all seven, every one of them, all seven swing states. It was a massive mandate from the American people like hasn't been seen in many years. And some of the political pundits, even some of my so-called enemies, said it was the most consequential election victory in 129 years. That's quite nice. What the world has witnessed in the past 72 hours is nothing less than a revolution of common sense. Our country will soon be stronger, wealthier, and more united than ever before, and the entire planet will be more peaceful and prosperous as a result of this incredible momentum and what we're 100%. Doing and going to do.
We need him off the teleprompter.
My administration is acting with unprecedented speed to fix the disasters we've inherited from a totally inept group of people and to solve every single crisis facing our country. This begins with confronting the economic chaos caused by the failed policies of the last administration. Over the past 4 years, our government racked up $8 trillion in wasteful deficit spending and inflicted nation-wrecking energy restrictions, crippling regulations, and hidden taxes like never before. The result is the worst inflation crisis in modern history and sky-high interest rates for our citizens and even throughout the world. Food prices and the price of almost every other thing known to mankind went through the roof. President Biden totally lost control of what was going on in our country, but in particular with our high inflation economy and at our border. Because of these ruinous policies, total government spending this year is $1.5 trillion higher than was projected to occur when I left office just 4 years ago. Likewise, the cost of servicing the debt is more than 230% higher than was projected in 2020.
Ooh, I shorted
the
it.
inflation rate we are inheriting remains 50% higher than the historic target. It was the highest inflation probably in the history of our country. That's why from the moment I took office, I've taken rapid action to reverse each and every one of these radical left policies that created this calamity, in particular with immigration, crime, and inflation. On day one, I signed an executive order directing every member of my cabinet to marshal all powers at their disposal.
He's not breathing.
To defeat inflation and reduce the cost of daily life. I imposed a federal hiring freeze, a federal regulation freeze, a foreign aid freeze, and I created the new Department of Government Efficiency.
Ooh.
I terminated the ridiculous and incredibly wasteful Green
Yo, he
New
sounds so weird.
Deal. I call it the Green New Scam. Withdrew from the one-sided Paris Climate Accord and ended the insane and costly electric vehicle mandate. We're going to let people buy the car they want to buy. I declared a national energy emergency, and that's so important, national energy emergency to unlock the liquid gold under our feet and pave the way for rapid approvals of new energy infrastructure. The United States has the largest amount of oil and gas of any country on earth, and we're going to use it. Not only will this
already got fired from
virtually all goods and services, it'll make the United States a manufacturing superpower and the world capital of artificial intelligence and crypto. My administration has also begun the largest deregulation campaign in history,
sounds so weird.
far exceeding even the record-setting efforts of my last term. In total, the Biden administration imposed $50,000 in additional regulatory costs on the average American household over the last 4 years.
Oh, shit, it's heating up, baby.
I promised to eliminate 10 old regulations for every new regulation, which will soon put many thousands of dollars back in the pockets of American families. To further unleash our economy, our majorities in the House and Senate, which we also took along with the presidency, are going to pass the largest tax cut in American history, including massive tax cuts for workers and family, and big tax cuts for domestic producers and manufacturers. And we're working with the Democrats on getting an extension of the original Trump tax cuts, as you probably know.
Just say tariffs.
Reading any paper.
Say tariffs.
My message to every business in the world is very simple. Come make your product in America, and we will give you among the lowest taxes of any nation on earth. We're bringing them down very substantially, even from the original Trump tax cuts. But if you don't make your product in America, which is your prerogative, then very simply you will have to pay a tariff, differing amounts, but a tariff which will direct hundreds of billions of dollars and even trillions of dollars into our treasury to strengthen our economy and pay down debt. Under the Trump administration, there will be no better place on earth to create jobs, build factories, or grow a company than right here in the good old USA. Already Americans' economic, you can see this, I think, maybe even in your wonderful, wonderful room that you're all gathered together, so many of my friends, but Americans, the economic confidence is soaring like we haven't seen in many, many decades, maybe not at all. Upon my election, it was just announced that small business optimism skyrocketed by 41 points in a single month. That's the highest ever. There's never been anything like that.
Never been anything like it.
SoftBank has announced between a $100 and $200 billion investment in the U.S. economy because of the election result. And just 2 days ago, Oracle, SoftBank, and OpenAI announced a $500 billion investment in AI infrastructure. Other companies likewise have announced billions and billions and billions, adding up to
billions and billions and billions
in America, in the United States. And it's also reported today in the papers that Saudi Arabia will be investing at least $600 billion in America. But I'll be asking the Crown Prince, who's a fantastic guy, to round it out to around $1 trillion. I think they'll do that because we've been very good to them. And I'm also going to ask Saudi Arabia and OPEC to bring down the cost of oil. You got to bring it down, which, frankly, I'm surprised they didn't do before the election. That didn't show a lot of love by them not doing it. I was a little surprised by that. If the price came down, the Russia-Ukraine war would end immediately. Right now, the price is high enough that that war will continue. You got to bring down the oil price. You got to end that war. They should have done it long ago. They're very responsible, actually, to a certain extent, for what's taking place. Millions of lives are being lost.
Billions.
With oil prices going down, I'll demand that interest rates drop immediately, and likewise, they should be dropping all over the world. Interest rates should follow us. All over, the progress that you're seeing is happening because of our historic victory in a recent presidential election, one that has become quite well known throughout the world. I think a lot of things are happening to a lot of countries. They say that there's light shining all over the world.
The fact that he said tariffs and we're not like
we aren't particularly friendly with are happy because they understand what there is a future and how great the future will be under our leadership. America is back and open for business. And this week, I'm also taking swift action to stop the invasion at our southern border. They allowed people to come in at levels that nobody's ever seen before. It was ridiculous. I decided and declared to do, and very importantly, a national emergency on our border, immediately halted all entry of illegal border crossers, of which there were many, and began promptly returning the illegal.
Take a breath. Somebody get him oxygen.
The place from which they came. That
our boy needs some oxygen.
Probably seen has already started very strongly. Have deployed active duty U.S. military and National Guard troops to the border to assist in repelling the invasion. It was really an invasion. We will not allow our territory to be violated after
everything out.
4 long years. The
when did you pass the account? Yesterday?
And sovereign and a beautiful nation. Once again, it's a strong, sovereign nation. In addition, I'm pleased to report that America is also a free nation once again. On day one, I signed an executive order to stop all government censorship. No longer will our government label the speech of our own citizens as misinformation or disinformation, which are the favorite words of censors and those who wish to stop the free exchange of ideas and, frankly, progress. We have saved free speech in America, and we've saved it strongly.
Yeah,
another historic executive order this week. I also ended the weaponization of law enforcement against the American people and, frankly, against politicians, and restored the fair, equal, and impartial rule of law. My administration has taken action to abolish all discriminatory diversity, equity, and inclusion nonsense. And these are policies that were absolute nonsense throughout the government and the private sector.
What are the drones doing?
With the recent yet somewhat unexpected great Supreme Court decision just made, America will once again become a merit-based country. You have to hear that word, merit-based country. And I've made it official, an official policy of the United States, that there are only 2 genders, male and female. And we will have no men participating in women's sports, and transgender operations, which became the rage, will occur very rarely. Finally, as we restore common sense in America, we're moving quickly to bring back strength and peace and stability abroad. I'm also going to ask all NATO nations to increase defense spending to 5% of GDP, which is what it should have been years ago.
Where's my drones at?
And most nations didn't pay until I came along. I insisted that they pay, and they did, because the United States was really paying the difference at that time, and it was unfair to the United States. But many, many things have been unfair for many years to the United States.
People at your job are already mad about that.
My team negotiated a ceasefire agreement in the Middle East, which wouldn't have happened without us, as I think most of the people in the room know. Earlier this week, the hostages began to return to their families. They are returning, and it's a beautiful sight, and they'll be coming in more and more. They started coming back on Sunday. Our efforts to secure a peace settlement between Russia and Ukraine are now hopefully underway. It's so important to get that done. That is an absolute killing field. Millions of soldiers are being killed. Nobody's seen anything like it since World War II. They're laying dead all over the flat fields. It's a flat field farmland, and there's millions of Russians and millions of Ukrainians, and nobody's seen anything like it since World War II. It's time to end it. And here in America, we have big events coming up. Next year, we have the 250th anniversary of America's founding. I'm so honored to be president during that. That's been a big event. They've been talking about it for 10 years. We also have the World Cup. And I understand Gianni's in the room. Infantino, he was very instrumental in helping us get it. He's there with you someplace, I think. And I want to thank you for that. And then we have the Olympics coming up, which I was instrumental in getting also in my first term. And who would have known that by skipping a term, I would get the Olympics? I was upset. I said, you know, I got the Olympics to come and I won't be president. But it turned out through a stroke of luck, or whatever you might call it, that I'm going to be president during the World Cup and the Olympics and the 250th anniversary. So that's going to be 3 big events. And we've accomplished more in less than 4 days. We have really been working 4 days than other administrations have accomplished in 4 years. And we're just getting started. It's really an amazing thing to see, and the spirit and the light over our country has been incredible. Under the last administration, our nation has suffered greatly, but we're going to bring it back and make it greater, bigger, stronger, better than ever before. I want to thank everybody for being with you. I would have been there myself, except
I'm waiting for the big
inauguration was 2 days ago. I thought it might be a little bit quick to make it the first stop. But we'll get there one day. We hope to get there. But I do appreciate.
No, he hasn't taken a breath.
And many of my friends are in the audience.
15 minutes.
I will be taking questions now from some very distinguished people. Thank you all very much.
Just talk tariffs and dump this market.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, for that very powerful speech. And I think you could hear the applause all the way from Davos to the White House. But next year it will be even better, because then you can get the applause here in Davos. So we wish you welcome to our village next year. We hope to see you.
Thank you very much.
So we also know, Mr. President, that you open up for interaction here. We have a great panel with some of the most distinguished business people in the world.
Are we dumping it or what?
We start with someone that you know really well, that I think is almost a neighbor of you in in Florida. Mr. Steve Schwartzman, Chairman, CEO, and co-founder Blackstone Group.
Oh, shit.
Steve, floor is yours.
Well, Mr. President, I'm sure the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia will be really glad you gave this speech today.
Is there a better series than Game of Thrones? I watched that shit twice or 3 times. It was so good.
You've had the busiest 4 days that anybody can imagine, and congratulations for that.
Are we dipping this shit?
And my question is about some of the things I've observed here at Davos. It's a terrific forum. I've met lots of people.
It was amazing, dude. The last season was good,
I think
man.
I've been here 30 years. And
yo, I watched Landman. Landman's pretty good.
Business people.
Landman's getting good.
Expressed enormous frustration with the regulatory regime in the EU, and they attribute slower growth rates here because of the numerous factors, but especially because of regulations.
We're gonna rip this?
And you've taken a completely different approach in this area. And
yo, he's freeing up all these companies to do whatever. Yeah, Landman is so freaking good.
How you're going to do it, and what you expect the outcome to be, I'd appreciate it.
Well, thank you very much, and congratulations, Steve. You're a friend of mine, but a great career. You've had an amazing career, and it continues. I just want to congratulate you. Very inspirational to a lot of people. I want to
Chappelle Show
about the EU, because you mentioned specifically that I've also had a lot of friends and leaders of countries. I've gotten to know them all my first term and a little bit during this period of 4 years, and know them well, like them a lot, but they're very frustrated because of the time everything seems to take to get approved. Environmental impact statements for things that you shouldn't even have to do that, and many other
say what we're doing. We're going up or down. I can't take chop all day.
In the private life, my beautiful private life, before I had all these things happening, the world is a little different. I had a nice, simple life. You knew that. But when I had that simple life, I did projects, and I had a big project in Ireland, and it had to get approval.
I like Biden's market
that would have made it even better. And I got the approval from Ireland in a period of a week,
Brian, because
it was a very, very,
during Biden's
very
market,
efficient,
that
good
made it
approval.
kind of better was,
and they informed me
it
that
was
the problem
clean.
is you're going to have to
You
get
had
it from the EU. And
pandemic
I think
drop.
that'll take 5 to 6
and
years.
they dump money in the
said,
market.
you have to be
and just
kidding.
go up.
And
then we
this
come
was
back
before
down
politics.
with inflation. Like, it was
And I said, wait a
pretty
minute.
roller
It's not that important.
coaster.
I don't want to go 5 or 6 years,
Not,
but it would have been a big investment. It would have been nice. And it would have
Not
been
a lot
good
of stuff going
for the
on.
project. And I sent the people to the EU to see if they could speed it up. And basically, it was a 5 or 6 year wait just to get a simple approval.
Big project.
Ireland
Billion.
gave me in a period of literally not much more than a week. And I realized
Massive
right then, that was
boner?
the first time I really was involved with the EU, but I realized right then that's a problem.
Well, the Russell is
and I
made up
didn't
of
even
smaller
bother
companies
applying
that they want
to do it.
like
And-
mergers,
Or if I did, I pulled it very
acquisition,
quickly. I don't. I have to be very accurate
deregulation. Like,
because
that's going to
I don't want
help.
to be criticized. He did apply, actually. No, I want to be very accurate. So I don't think I did, but if I did, I pulled it very quickly. It was just something you couldn't wait 5 years or 6 years to get an approval. So a lot of
You just couldn't wait that
in a
long.
very big business
Couldn't
sense,
wait
a
that
lot of
long.
people are claiming that's the problem. From the standpoint of America, the EU treats us very, very unfairly, very badly.
Oh, baby.
They have a large tax that we
Come
don't
on,
have,
just vomit all over
and a
it.
VAT tax.
Let's go.
And it's a very substantial one. They don't.
I
take
just
our
think that if
phone-
you said
essentially
something
don't
really
take our
bad,
products, and they don't
It will
take our
move the
cars.
market
Yet they
in
send
one
cars
way, which is
to us
down,
by the
and
millions.
then we could play down the
They
rest
put
of the day.
tariffs on
I think if he doesn't
things that we
save
want
up,
to do, like for
you're gonna
instance,
get a lot
I
of
think they
chop.
actually in
then
terms
it's about
of these
Texas
are
oil. It's freaking awful.
non-economic or non-monetary tariffs, and those are very
Texas
bad,
oil.
and they make it very difficult to bring products into
It's
Europe,
so-
and
it's
yet
pretty good.
they expect to be selling, and they do sell their products in the
And
United
the-
States. So we
and
have, you know,
the women
hundreds
on
of
there are
billions
pretty-
of dollars
are
of
pretty good.
deficits with the EU, and nobody's happy with it, and we're going to do something about it, but nobody's happy with it. So I think the EU has to speed up their process. Friends of mine that are in some of the nations within the EU, great people, they want to be able to compete better, and you can't compete when you can't go through the approval process fast. There's no
Can't get the
reason why
approvals.
it can't go faster. So, you know, I'm
Dude, this is
trying to be
getting
constructive because I love Europe. I love the countries of Europe, but the process is a very cumbersome one. And they do treat the United States of America very, very unfairly with
I mean, we're at the
taxes
hourly
and
pivot
all of the
point
other
right here.
taxes they impose.
9:50.
One other, just to finish up, I got a call from the head of a major airline,
And then you got
one
the
of the
5
biggest
minute
airlines
point
in the
right
world.
here at
and
9:53.
he said, "Sir, could you help us? What landing
Oh,
in Europe is
Know
brutal.
where we're at.
They charge us fees for everything, and it's so unfair." I said, "How does it compare to China?" He said,
China.
It's much worse." And the
You
other
say
thing, as you
China?
know, they took court cases.
Yo, what up,
Apple,
Missus?
And they
What up, what up?
supposedly won a case that most people didn't think was much of a case. They won 15 or 16 billion from Apple. They won billions from Google. I think they're after Facebook for billions and billions. These are American
Billions
companies,
and
whether you like them
billions.
or not. They're American companies, and
Billions
they shouldn't be
and
doing that.
billions and billions.
And that's, as far as I'm concerned, it's a form of taxation. So we have some very big complaints with the EU. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. We'll now go to one of your friends in the EU, Patrick Poyana. He's the chairman and CEO of Total Energies. I guess you have a question ready, Patrick.
Oh, I bet you he has a question ready.
Mr. President, as we understand, energy is at the top of your agenda, and it's an honor for me to represent the energy industry tonight in this panel. Total Energies is indeed the fourth largest oil and gas and electricity company in the world. I will not ask you a question about the oil price. It's quite clear what you expect from us. I will go to gas more. And our company is the largest #1 exporter LNG from the US company. We are a strong contributor to, and we invest in a mammoth LNG projects in Texas, $20 billion. It's far from 200, but it's $20 billion. And we contribute with that to security of supply to Europe, as we export this LNG to Europe. Some experts fear that if there are too many projects developed in the US,
market should have shot up after
this
the
could have an inflationary
impact. Trump says nothing
US
terrible.
domestic gas price.
Sure. No, you're right.
And they recommend a pause.
You're betting.
On this
You're either betting that he says tariff over and over, or that he says nothing
on investments in LNG in the US. What would happen if you would observe an increased domestic gas price because of these exports? And final question, which is important for Europe, would you agree to guarantee security of supply of US LNG to Europe?
Well, on the last part of your question, yes, I would. I would make sure that you get it. If we make
just
a
tell
deal,
me
we
for free.
Because a lot of people do have that problem. They make a deal and then
I was
can't
hoping
get
that this was
supplied
going to
because
set the tone for the day, or not even for the day.
So we would
the tone for
absolutely
the
do
week.
that. LNG is very interesting because when I took office for the first term, one of the first things
Yeah, I'll put it on pause for 2 seconds. But, you know, what you want to see is what the next theme is going to be. Because then it kind of gives you a bias on where we're going and makes it easier to trade. It's just right now you're getting no bias. I mean, you're just getting him just not saying anything. I'm waiting for the other guy to ask. Energy's not like a huge deal to us. I was hoping we were going to dump. Dump would have been so nice. So much more room to the downside. You know, when you look at, you know, when you're looking to trade, I mean, now this is looking really bullish. So here you go. This is what we have. Probably going to, you know, yeah, because oil should the bed because he's talking about all these extra products. Truth, what do you want to automate? You could automate using NinjaTrader. You can automate trades using NinjaTrader. Is that where you want to? That's how you want to automate it? Through that? Automate some free longs? Dude. I lost the fucking tab. I don't even know what. Oh, here it is.
taken out, they wouldn't have any way to get any electricity. So we are going to allow them
it's definitely going to be
rapid
interesting with
basis to build their plant, build the electric generating plant. They can fuel it with anything they want, and they may have coal as a backup. Good, clean coal. You know, if there were a problem with a pipe coming in, as an example, you're going with gas, oil or gas, and a pipe gets blown up or for some reason doesn't work, there are some companies in the U.S. that have coal sitting right by the plant so that if there's an emergency, they can go to that short-term basis and use.
Oh, I've ran strategy bots on NinjaTrader. So when you go in here, you go to strategies, and you could run strategies that will buy and sell for you. Yo, what up, Josh? WBA. They have amazing earnings, right? Yeah, they popped. What's the deal with Walgreens? Why you like them so much? I know it sucks because you got to type, but Walgreens has a 9% dividend. Oh, truth. Yeah. That's the only way I know how to automate. $10 billion market cap. What is Walgreens doing to expand though? Like, I'm pulling up their earnings right now. Their revenue actually increased 7.5% year over year. I'm just looking at their recent earnings. Are they closing stores? Is Walgreens closing stores? Dude, they're closing 450 stores this year. It plans to close 1,200 stores. What's like their long-term, I'm going to be honest with you. I like I like how low it is. I like all that stuff. It seems like they're looking to turn things around. I mean, the dividend yield is freaking nice. I like Hims. I'm a huge fan of Hims. The reason I like Hims over like Walgreens in the telehealth space is because it's super personalized. It's not like you're just a number. You're just not like, it's personalized medicine. And that's what Hims is also growing at a crazy fucking rate. Like a crazy, crazy rate. Yo, the dividend's nice. What it like what's the dividend? Like a dollar dividend? Is that what it is? Yeah, Hims is definitely badass. Walgreens dividend, it's got to be like $1 if it's 9%. Yeah, $1. Oh yeah, quarterly dividend of 25 cents. As long as they don't go out of business, it's a solid dividend. I know dividend investors were talking about Pepsi also. Pepsi's another one that's low, plus it gives a 4% dividend. But $1 on $10 a share is freaking high.
They fixed the regulation.
That's coming. That's coming.
That was cheeky.
I'm going to put it on my list.
Big investor in the United States. We have many million customers, 12,000 employees. We're one of the largest auto lenders. And we recently launched a fully digital bank called Open Bank. We strongly believe banks have a pivotal role in the economy, and we can accelerate growth and help many more customers. That's what we're doing in the United States.
Walgreens is definitely cleaner than CVS or Rite Aid. I don't think Rite Aid's even around anymore.
So my question is, what are your priorities in this regard, and how fast is this going to happen? Thank you very much.
I agree. I think the market is going to pull back, Jawan. And I'll be honest with you, if you feel like the market's going to pull back, don't buy, because you'll be fucking kicking yourself if it does pull back. I am in like a spot where like I'm in the market writing options, but I haven't like pushed my money in because we are just high. Yeah, I mean, they got to get in the telehealth space and start doing like what Hims is doing. And, Walgreens can definitely push forward. Rite Aid's out all over the place. So, maybe people, when they leave Rite Aid, they have to go somewhere. So that's kind of where, some of these other stores can gain some market share.
Republicans maybe could have fought harder to stop it, but it's been a tremendous waste of money.
I agree, Juan. I mean, I was looking at some stuff yesterday. I mean, you could just see it. I mean, this is the daily. I mean, I'm not saying like, I'm looking for something like this. What is this? 4,000 would bring us back down to like 19,000. Bring us back down to 19,000, 18.5. Give us a dip. That will entice me to definitely buy. But like, I'm not buying when we're right here. Like, that's crazy. Crazy. Especially like a week ago, we were just all the way down here. Yeah, Rite Aid closed by me. Rite Aid's closed by me. That's why I said that. Yo, I don't think Trump's going to say anything stupid. Maybe we just go up from here. Ugh, I was just trying to fucking scalp this thing. I'm just hoping that we get a pullback for a lot. I have a whole shopping list of things that I want to buy. I got a whole shopping list of things I want to buy, and it's just, I just kind of been waiting. The fact that I'm up, how much I'm up right now for the month is like, is definitely far exceeded what I thought I would, because I really don't have that much money in the market. You know, I thought I would make a couple $1,000 maybe, but I'm up about 10 grand, 11,000, and I'm not really in much. Like, I'm just looking what my Robinhood accounts are doing. I got suckered into buying a Robinhood account, but I'll be honest with you, I was able to buy that TEM stock overnight with Robinhood, which is crazy. Oh, look at this shit. Looks like we're going to start going up. Yeah, I got a couple things I want to buy. I really didn't put much cash into my accounts in January just because I had a ton of it just sitting on the sidelines. But I would like to get some type of pullback to really get me where I want to be, you know? It looks like they're going to end the speech, and this is going to just go.
We just want a level playing field. We don't want to take advantage. We've been having
look at that
with China. Biden allowed it to get out of hand. He's $1.1 trillion deficit. It's ridiculous. And it's just an unfair relationship. And we have to make it just fair. We don't have to make it phenomenal. We have to make it a fair relationship. Right now,
here we go.
A fair relationship. The deficit is massive, as it is with other countries, a lot of Asian countries, actually. But we have deficits that are very big, and we can't keep doing that. So we're not going to keep doing that. But I like President Xi very much. I've always liked him. We always had a very good relationship. It was very strained with COVID coming out of Wuhan. That strained it. I'm sure it strained it with a lot of people, but that strained our relationship. But we always had a great relationship.
My man's talking Wuhan.
We look forward to doing very well with China and getting along with China. Hopefully China can help us stop the war with, in particular, Russia, Ukraine. And they have a great deal of power over that situation. And we'll work with them. And I mentioned that during our phone conversation with President Xi. And hopefully we could work together and get that stopped. We'd like to see denuclearization. In fact, with President Putin prior to an election result, which was
I'm telling you, he's saying all the right things.
We were talking about
denuclearization
of
20
like countries, and China would have come along. China has a much smaller right now nuclear armament than us, or field than us, but they're going to be catching it at some point over the next 4 or 5 years, and I will tell you that President Putin really liked the idea of cutting way back on nuclear. And I think the rest of the world, we would have gotten them to follow. And China would have come along, too. China also liked it. Tremendous amounts of money are being spent on nuclear. And the destructive capability is something that we don't even want to talk about today because you don't want to hear it. It's too depressing. So we want to see if we can denuclearize, and I think that's very possible.
Damn, he's
and
really,
I can tell you that President Putin wanted to do it. He and I wanted to do it. We had a good conversation with China. They would have been involved, and that would have been an unbelievable thing for the planet.
Mr. President, when you're back here in Davos next year, will there be then a peace agreement with Ukraine and Russia by then?
Well, you're going to have to ask Russia. Ukraine is ready to make a deal. Just so you understand, this is a war that should have never started. If I were president, it would never have started. This is a war that should have never, ever.
He's not as wild as he was
and it wasn't
previously.
started during my. There
Being
was never
honest with
even
you.
talk about it.
He was definitely more wild.
It was the apple of President Putin's eye, but I also knew that
he was definitely more wild in his first term than he has been so far, which is interesting. It seems like he's saying more of the right things than just saying like F this guy, F that guy. It just seems like a different tone. Dude, I'm just scalping this all the way back. All the way back. Get this fucking account back to a decent spot here. There wasn't many trades today. Like I said, opening range trade. I did 300 in both accounts. And then the only real setup was you had the sweep over the 15-minute back in. And that was it. I mean, there really wasn't much stuff going on. This whole Trump thing is squashed it pretty much, but
Mr. President, on behalf of
it's going to get real interesting.
Participants here in
Juwan, I'll be honest with you.
Really
sounds like a whole
underline that joining us the third day in your presidency, live taking questions here.
I'm listening to this also because I invest in stocks and options as well. So I'm trying to
person. So thank you very much, and
get a mindset of what's kind of going on.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So I think he's done. Yeah, he's over. That was it. Not bought and paid for. Yeah. Yo, as soon as he got off the fucking thing, we just dumped. I don't think he said anything that was really crazy, to be honest. I think it was kind of tame, The jobs report was very tame today. This was the jobs candle. It's been a weird day. Israel lobby got him by the balls. I don't know what's going to happen there. That shit's a big mess. There's definitely quite a bit of mess going on. Oh, man. Well, now that that's done, I can get back to trading here. I'm kind of looking for I can't find my fucking charts. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here, if you want to see how choppy it is, this is the trend chart. Look how choppy this trend chart is. This usually goes on big swoops, and we're just, that's a lot of chop. You can see this one too. You never get all these buy and sell signals so close together. Just remember, take your profits in this environment when you can. What's the setting on that indicator? Which one? This one or the other one? This one or the other one, and I can help you out. What up, Mandy? If you're talking about this one, I guess you'd want two one. Flip was using this indicator on gold, and he was saying he loves it on gold. Gold, 5 minute, and he was using a gold 5 minute, and he changed the settings to like 3-2 or something like that. I got to ask him when he comes on here. He'll be on here soon. And he said it was crushing it on gold. He was making a lot of money. He's used it the last couple of days. Yeah, it was 2-3 on gold. I think he was using it. Yeah. What up, Hacks? Yeah. I don't trade gold, so I haven't back tested it or anything. But you know, if other people are using it and it's making them money, I mean, that's why I put this stuff out there. You know, I always put things out there that I back tested so you can use it as a foundation, and then you basically take it and you put your own spin on it for what works for you, or it just doesn't work for you. That's an odd setting. Yeah, I don't know why he did it. I mean, I could ask when he comes in. What up, Bob? Yeah. I think prior it was waiting for Trump to speak, and now Trump spoke, and the jobs report this morning didn't really push us anyway. It's been kind of like, it's definitely been not great. Bro, all these yeah, no, I mean, I get it, Hacks, but I lined up super trend, and it's different in and out. There's different buy and sell signals on super trend and these. I don't know what the difference is, but that's maybe where they base it off of. Yo, I hate that island boy. Hate it. Very knowledgeable Birdie said you're giving away 5 10K personal accounts. Yeah. Yeah. I wish. Hey, Full Port, listen. If I was making it, I would give it back to you guys. That's how I do it. Whatever, you know, that's why I say, if you know, the more, as the channel continue to grow, more people use the coupon code, the more accounts I give out. It's just predicated on that. I would give away 5 accounts a day. If my channel was at 200 people a day, I would be giving away 3-4 accounts every single day. It's just predicated on how big the channel is. That's what drives it. If the channel is bigger, I just give more away. That's all. You know, hopefully it grows bigger and we can do 5 accounts a day. It'd be awesome. You know, I said that if we ever hit 100 people in the chat at one time, I would do a massive giveaway. So 100 people is a big milestone that I'd do a massive giveaway on. 150, 200. Yeah, Josh, back to the people. Hey, man, like I tell everybody, I make more than enough money trading and other things that I give back. And Josh, you know, I don't give you a code that Apex gave me to give you. That shit comes out of my own wallet when I give you you know, for money for the account. It's not free accounts that the prop firms are giving me. It's money out of my own pocket. So, like I said, as the channel grows, so does all the giveaways, you know. But people don't realize that, Josh, because people do giveaways a lot and they just give people codes and they're like, "Oh, I'm being so nice. I'm giving you free accounts." It's like, but you didn't give it from your own pocket. Like, prop firms are giving you that as a marketing tool. You know, I'm not going to mention names, but I'm sure you know. But yeah, there's a lot of people that do it. But you know, dude, I would, you full port, I would be giving away a ton of fucking accounts. Because honestly, at the end of the day, like, you guys, I don't want to say you guys need the accounts, but there's a lot of new people in here and they could definitely use the account. You know, a lot of people can use the accounts. There's a lot of new traders in here that can use the accounts, and that's why I do it. You know, that's honestly why I do it. You know, where somebody gets destroyed and they get a free account. Yeah, Keyson. I'll be honest with you. I saw what happened to you. I would have just paid for an account and gave you an account if I was them. Like, why not? You know? Yo, Lee. Congrats, man. Yeah, but I saw what happened to you, man. That sucks. Lee, it's at the end of the day, Lee, I'm not hitting the button for you. So it's you that did it. You know, it's definitely you. Yo, that's what did it, Josh. He used the right coupon code. Dude, Lee's been here. Lee's probably one of the oldest people in the chat. Lee has been around for, yeah, wish I would. No, but now that you did it, man. Corey. Yo, I read the whole thing, man. Listen, I would have just forked over the money. Yo. Corey's my man. Yo, Corey, did you get any phone calls from that thing I helped you out with yet? Corey, I want to hear that you got phone calls from that thing, man. I want to hear that it's helping you. Anybody else in here, I'm just going to throw this out there. If you have like a side hustle, or you have, basically if you have a side hustle or if you have your own business, you should get on Google My Business. And if you're not and need help, post in the Discord and I'll help you set it up. Just, you know, throwing it out there for you guys, because it'll help you guys out if you have a local business or something like that. My background is I've done a lot of stuff in my day, but I'll help you guys out if you have issues or anything like that. Is this really VWAP? Oh yeah, it is. VWAP's at 914. She likes hunt. She get. Oh yeah. Yeah, Corey, I gave you my phone number, man. You could just text me first so I know it's you. I definitely bought too many. I didn't realize this is a 25K account. Oh. Tell me somebody took that. Yeah, I help you out, Corey, man. That's what this is about. I find that what I like about this community is it's not just, listen, if I can help you out with things outside of trading, I help you out. That's what I like about this. You get to meet new people and the whole thing, man. That was a fucking awesome trade for anyone that just took that. I am literally still in it in only one account, but we crank a length that. I need $250 to pass this account. I'm going to take it off. There, I just sold $250 in this eval. Woo! Oh, that was a good freaking bounce. So you just got to look at this. Everything's probabilities, right? You got the 200 moving average here. You got the hourly trading range at the top of the hourly. You got the top of the 15, and you have VWAP. You have 4 things right here. And on top of these 4 things, you've bounced on this level a bunch of times, right? You have not, I don't want to say you have to take that trade, but there's so much that's going on right in this area. The odds of it bouncing are fucking extremely high. That if you're going to take a trade, that's a good spot to take it. It's a great spot to take it. And then you can just move up the bottom of each candle. You just move up. You move your stop up if you want. Stop. So your stop would be at 29. And then, you just keep moving it up and moving it up. Yeah, you got to scroll back and make. Actually, it just redrew it. You just saw it. But I checked right here before. Look at that shit. That was an awesome trade. I wish I followed that in more accounts. That was a straight banger. I was bummed she got my hopes up with that 100K Tradeify account and then said I wouldn't get it. Dude. It's crazy, man. I'm with you. Yo, that's what she said, full port. That's what she said. My goal is to turn this account green today. I think I'm done. This is almost $400 in a funded account. Just keep moving up, moving up. Oh. I also gave her nothing but compliments in the beginning, which I genuinely believe. Key-sun, I listen, I like everybody. I don't dislike her, but if you're making a video calling somebody a scam and during that video you say, go use my coupon code somewhere else, you're just promoting, man. That's all it is a promotion video. It's not an out video or anything. You can't say this guy's a scam, but go use my coupon code at another, go use this prop firm. It's because you're kind of just trying to redirect traffic from Apex to another prop firm. And when they go to that other prop firm, they use your coupon code. It's more like a promotion video than just an outing them video. If you just want to out them, you know, because whatever, then just make the video about you outing them. But you can't make the video about you outing them and then fucking promote your coupon code to another prop firm, you know, because then it turns from an outing video to you're just trying to get affiliate commissions. Just throwing it out there. I mean, you know, that's what it seemed like to me. Is it wasn't like you know, when you look at like these short reports on companies, like they just focus on the company, what's bad about them, and that's it. And that's where those types of videos should be, not promoting some other firm. That's all. But she doesn't bother me. I think there's room for that type of stuff in the prop firm world. You know, I'm personally not that guy. Who else ranks props? I can rank props. You want me to rank props? You want me to make an Excel sheet for you and rank them? I'll do that. I trade on most of them. I can make a ranking report. I don't think they're a scam. I think that at some point they had cash flow issues. If I had to guess, at some point they had cash flow issues and had to buy themselves. You want me to rank them? You're going to laugh. You're going to laugh. What, you think I've never thought about this before? You think I never ranked them? I got a whole fucking spreadsheet. I got a whole spreadsheet. It's actually on Google Drive. I just never put it out there. This is so old that Fast Track was on it. How's that sound? Could probably delete that shit. There you go. Yeah, I started doing it I started doing this fucking a while ago because so many people were asking about it. So basically, I'll just show you. So many people were asking about different things, about pros, cons, how much it is, consistency rules. I just wasn't happy with how the sheet worked out, that I wanted to put more information on it before I put it out to the public. And that was where it was at. I mean, if you want, I can put this out and I can fill this out for you guys. You know, and it's just, you got to remember the ranking is based on my personal. Oh, this is looking. Are we going to flag here? Tell me we're going to flag here. Get me my $200. It's from my personal experience. So my personal experience and your experience can be a little bit different. So I can't call somebody a scam if they didn't scam me. You know, but it's just going to be out of my personal preference on why I like things. And there's going to be some other stuff on there. You know, what are the pros for some other chick tried to steal her list? Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't steal her list at all. I fucking typed all this up. You know, it was basically, I was going to put it like on the FAQ pages. Like there's a lot of shit. Like I want to bring all that. I didn't really know how to do a real comparison. So that's why I didn't put it out. I wanted more information on a lot of it. So if you want, I'll put it together. What's today? Thursday? I'll do it for Monday. Monday I'll do it and I'll put it out there. I just know a lot of people ask. So it would just be an easy spot to be like, here's the drawdowns for all the accounts. Here's this, here's that. Here's what you have to hit for a withdrawal. Like it'll just all be in one spot. Yeah, dude. If you tell me what you want on it, I'll add it. Island Boy. I'll add whatever you want on it. I'll make a list. Here, I'm going to type out which has TraderBait. If you tell me what you want on the list, I'll add it and we'll make it to be like, I don't know, a good fucking place for non-bias. I'm not going to let somebody else influence me. You know, like I could put on there even about wealth charts, like what I didn't like about wealth charts. You know, even though I'm quote unquote an affiliate, doesn't mean I have to like wealth charts. Charts are not moving. I want to pass this today. I need $180 more and I pass. I have another funded account. Yeah, I mean, trader, I agree that if you were due $30,000 that you should have gotten paid. The issue is, and I'm just from an unbiased standpoint, I don't know you personally. I didn't watch you trade personally. So I can't base my opinion on a prop firm based on something somebody else did that I don't actually know and seen all the trades. And I'm not saying you're a liar or anything like that. I'm just saying if I'm going to base something, I can only base it on personal experience. And that's pretty much it. And that's all anybody else can do unless they've seen that person's trade history and everything else. And I'm just being honest about everything. Like, that's how I am about products. That's how I'm about a lot of things. Where, like, you know, just because somebody writes a bad review doesn't mean the product was bad. You know, I own a business. People have wrote product reviews about my product because FedEx broke it during shipping. So FedEx ships a product, it breaks. They get it, they blame me for it. Like, but my product's not bad, you know, but there's a 1-star review because FedEx broke it on the way there. So, like, I just, you got to know the whole story before anything. So I would only put prop firms that I have actually traded with in there. And if I put somebody that I didn't trade with, I would probably reference the person on the sheet that have given me the review about them, just so people know that it's not me that said what's good, what's bad about it, just to keep it as transparent as I possibly can. You know, because there should be, you know, even when you go to these like other places, like, I don't know, I just would want it to be a general spot for all the information is where I really would love, like, one spot where you can just look for the withdrawal and everything else. What up, Empress? What up, Nism? But guys, I gotta eat. I'm freaking so hungry. I'm gonna be back in like an hour and a half. I'm gonna be back at 2 p.m. I got Philly cheesesteaks I gotta go heat up. I got Philly cheesesteaks I gotta go heat up, and I gotta go. I might take a shower. Yo, I appreciate that, Waldo, because that's what I wanted from day one out of this channel. I wanted it to be 100% real. I just wanted it to be as real as you can get it. And I don't want any other factors of anything else to, you know, change that. So the market does feel heavy, Sean. I agree with you. I'll see you in 2 hours. You just made brunch. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. But all right, I'll see you at 2 p.m., guys. Hour and a half. Enjoy your lunch. Yo, like that one guy told me, don't trade at lunch. Your portfolio could take a punch. I got to figure out who that guy was. I forget who it was. But he was funny as hell. He was in another trading room. Yo, can you smell me? Yo, smell you later. All right. Peace.